Today I'm going to try something that may or may not have been done before. We're going to be painting my Skyline wheels, except with a twist. We're going to try to make them glow in the dark. I don't know if it's been done before, I don't know if it's going to work, so stay tuned, find out, because these wheels are filthy. They are absolutely disgusting, and I want to do something cool with them. So let's get started, shall we? Pardon the wind noise if there is any, but we are at my job, and it's always have water, so we're going to clean them here. They're, again, insanely filthy, and I've got all the cleaning equipment here to do it, so screw it. Two of them majority clean. I mean, they look so much better. Even on the back side, they actually look like they're white now, so that's good compared to these, which are still absolutely filthy. They do have degreaser on them, but they are nowhere near as white as those are. So those are good. Those are pretty much prepped, sanded a little bit or scuffed a little bit, and now all I have to do is just wait for them to dry and then mask it up, and then I can do primer on those. These I'm going to go ahead and clean just off camera because you've seen that process already, but yeah, they actually clean up pretty well. Well, I've had them sitting out in the sun for a little bit and they're mostly dry, so what I'm going to do is start on these two with just some filler primer. That way if there's any gaps, which there's a lot of rock chipping, I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of rock chipping in this. Same thing for down here, just a lot of just flaking off the paint, and then a little bit of scuff here, which it's all been sanded smooth, so it should lay really well, but this will fill any of those low spots. So that's kind of the plan. Do that, make it look really, really good, let it dry, and then we'll come back later with some white, and then we'll do the glow-in-the-dark paint on top of that, and hopefully it works. Again, this is kind of a little science experiment. I don't know. I've never done it before on wheels. I just kind of hope it's gonna look cool. We'll just find out. I was going to paint both of them at the same time, actually all four of them at the same time, but the wind is so bad it's blowing all of my cards away, so I think I can only safely do one. We'll see. This is the paint that I'm using, by the way. It's just gloss white. Don't know if it's going to work or not. I couldn't find any better paint, so screw it, I guess.
One eternity later.
Well, as you can tell, we're in a completely different location, and that's because I couldn't finish this at my job, which sucks because it's been about 2 weeks since I've even started this project. Anyway, I'm tired of waiting. I want to get this knocked out. So we have one wheel here. I'm just going to do one at a time, see how it turns out. I've got to do all of them white and then come back at it with the glow paint and see if this is even going to work, because I still have no clue. And I might just do one wheel first to test it before I do all four of them, because if it doesn't work on one wheel, it's not going to work on all four of them, so that'd just be stupid and waste of time and waste of money. So let's just do one for now, see how it looks, and then we'll finish the rest of them. As a proof of concept, I think it's working pretty well, actually. There's a few spots I can go over, like right there and over there. If you can see my finger, I need to lay a little bit more glow-in-the-dark paint, but overall, that's actually working out really, really well. I'm kind of impressed. I'm gonna put it out in the sun a little bit longer, see if I can make it glow, and then I'll come back and see how much more I need to do. But that's the exact look I'm going for. It's kind of subtle. I wish it was glowing a little bit more, but I mean, that's honestly not bad considering the house is pretty much pitch black. That's not too bad at all. You can't actually tell, but this is actually with more paint and more sun, so I think it's gonna work out really, really well. I wish I had my black light so I could show you it glowing even more, but that's not terrible. I just brought it in a few minutes ago, and it was actually really, really green, so it's kind of dying down now, but that's pretty cool. I wonder what it's gonna look like driving down the road, or if it's actually gonna glow that much. I don't know. At this point, you've already seen me paint one entire wheel, and it's literally the same exact process for every single one, so I don't think I need to show that at all. I might put it on a time lapse just so you can see the whole process of doing the rest of them, but again, you've already seen it, so there's no need to just refilm all of that and show you again. But yeah, that's the second one. 2 more after that, and then we'll be good to possibly put them on the Skyline. We'll see if they dry today. I'm hoping that it'll be done 100% because I want to see what they look like at night. What sucks about doing this outside is you get bugs in your paint, and I believe that's a baby wasp. I've never seen a wasp so tiny before. Well, I got him off with a piece of tape. Look how tiny he is. That's my finger for reference. Finally got all of them done. The 4th one is actually inside of the house in the kitchen. This one came out really, really good. That one had some reaction issues. You can see you're right kind of there somewhere. I don't know, the shadow might be in the way. But a little bit of reaction on that one, and then a lot of reaction on this one. I don't know what happened, it might be too cold, but it started to do a little bit of a run right there, and then reacted, and I don't know how to fix that yet, because it's still wet and tacky. So I might have to just wait for this to dry, sand that section back, respray white, and then do the glow in the dark again, and then clear coat on top of all of it. I don't know, it's a big hassle for something that I don't even know if it's gonna work or look good at night, so I may end up just redoing this completely and go getting them powder coated or leaving them solid white, because I do like the white look, I just don't know how the glow in the dark is going to work just yet. But overall, I mean, I think it looks really good, especially from a distance. That one is pretty glossy, so happy with that one, happy with the one inside. So let's see, that one's been sitting here for a while. Let's roll it into the kitchen and see how bright it gets, I guess. Roll, 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 roll. Actually, let's test it here and shut the door. Hey, there we go. It actually glows pretty well. So definitely not too bad. Again, I wish I had the black light because that would look really, really cool. But not bad. Looks like this video is actually gonna be split up into 2 parts because the weather is absolutely terrible. It's freezing outside, it's raining, and it's wet, and I just don't want to go out there and get wet and work on the car. But I'll show you what the wheels ended up looking like. I did some stuff off camera. There's also some like fine touching stuff that I have to do, or touch-up paint that I have to do, but overall I think they look really, really good. So here's the final results. As you can tell, overall they look really, really good. There's not that many issues and imperfections, and I mean there are going to be some that are always going to be there, like kind of like this cracking stuff down here and up here. That's perfectly okay with me because I wasn't trying to make them perfect. I just wanted to see if this concept is going to work. So stay tuned for part 2 where I actually go test this and put it on the Skyline and do some really cool night rollers. I also have a little bit of overspray there and there from when I masked it up. I didn't do a great job on this wheel, and this is the one that has all the imperfections anyway, so I'm kind of okay with it. It's just, again, a test piece to see how it's gonna look, but look at the back. I did black barrels so you can't see any of the brake dust, and it looks so good. So your main focus is gonna be on that face, everything else is gonna be black. So love how that turned out. Every single one is the exact same way, and they just look so good. I love the black barrel. Really, really love that idea. And then as you can tell on this one, when I peeled the tape up, it actually ripped up some of the paint. So what I have to do here is kind of scuff this area, spray more white, and then spray the glow in the dark, and then do another layer of clear. So I'm gonna do that off camera as well and make them look almost perfect, but none of them are perfect. And then something happened to this one, so that kind of sucks. I think my tire was leaning against it too hard, and I just didn't even pay attention to that. It should have been dry, but apparently it ruined that whole section here. So what I have to do now is sand this whole area back, spray that white, and do the exact same thing. That's okay, because there's a few chips in it from whenever I peeled the paint anyway. So that one might just have to be redone, which kind of sucks. It was a lot of time, but at least the barrels will stay black, so that's okay. And then this one is the best out of all of them. It looks so good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. We'll come back in another video and actually see how well they glow in the dark. They glow really, really well, and it's just the face that's glowing, which is awesome. And then whenever they die down, just hit it with some black light, and they glow instantly. See? It's instant. It looks so good. Give that one a little bit more over there. So that's kind of the idea, the concept here. I think it looks so good. You can't even see the tires on it, honestly. That looks really, really sick. It just like the wheels themselves are glowing. So love that. Hopefully whenever they're put on the car, it'll have the same effect. You can kind of see right there. I need to hit more glow in the dark on it. And then same thing for up there. I actually sanded that one a little bit so some of the glow in the dark came off. But overall, they look so good, and I'm so happy with the way they turned out. I'm just gonna leave it there for a few seconds and then take it off. Look at it. Look at it. It's so shiny. Oh my god. Love it. And just like that, that is going to be it for today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed this cool little concept, this little science experiment. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I cannot wait until I put them on the Skyline. I'm really hoping they're going to work out perfectly, exactly how it's glowing on video, because it just looks so freaking badass. I love it. But again, if you enjoyed the content, leave a thumbs up, comment down below on what you want to see next, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one where we actually put these on the Skyline. Alright, see you later, guys.